Hey, good morning. I pray as always that you are leaning on God's understanding of everything as we pass through this world down here. So last night in the Band of Brothers, we continued to follow the sermon from the Sunday before, which was basically about persecution and that if we're going to follow Christ in this world, we will face some heavy opposition. Even Jesus said, if you follow me, you will be persecuted by the world. So it's not an if, it's you will be. And I don't think there's any group, if you will, any position that's more persecuted and more attacked in our society than a godly husband and dad. And that's what we're striving to be. But the thing is, the more we try to be a godly husband and a dad, the more the world is going to come after us. And being a godly husband and dad is not easy to begin with. It's not easy to lead a family. It's not easy to try to make sure your whole family is being fed spiritually and make sure they're protected spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's not a piece of cake to love as Christ loves the church. It's not a piece of cake to train your children in the way that God wants them to go. But the old saying is anything worth doing is worth doing right, correct? So that's what we're after. The thing is, being a godly husband and being a godly dad can be so stressful within itself. And then you have these attacks from the world. And Frank mentioned Sunday that, Satan wants to rip people apart, just like a roaring lion. And guys, I guarantee you, he's after our marriage. He's after our kids. He's after our grandkids. He's after tearing homes apart, again, as God designed it. And that's why we're here for each other. We need each other. We need to come alongside of each other. We need to build each other up, to encourage one another, to call each other out when it's needed. And we need to be open to those things. These are things we've talked about over and over again. So I want to ask you something right now. As you strive to be a godly husband and dad, what are you struggling with? Because we all are. What is it that you struggle with the most in your home? To love your wife as Christ loves the church, to train your children in the way that God wants them to go, and yes, again, to not provoke them to anger, right? It's stressful being a godly husband and dad, and you need godly men in your life. So let me ask you this. Here's your challenge. Will you sit down sometime today and prayerfully ask yourself, is there anything I'm trying to go through alone? A temptation, a trial, I'm stressing out, whatever it might be. Is there anything you're trying to do on your own? And if God reveals something to you, will you do something about it and give one of the guys a call? Give me a call if you like. That's your challenge for today. And as always, I hope your day's blessed.